UFC 308, Topuria versus Holloway going down tomorrow morning, not tomorrow afternoon. It is an Abu Dhabi UAE fight card. Only 13 fights, a few cancellations, of course. We had Said Nurmagomedov, Daniel Santos canceled. Now Said Nurmagomedov is going to be fighting Daniel Marcos on the UFC Tampa card on December 14th. We did have originally scheduled Marcos Rogerio de Lima, Kennedy Nzechukwu. That got switched because Marcos pulled out. He got surgery for something. I think it was his foot. Kennedy versus Justin Tafa. Tafa pulled out, and up comes Chris Beast Boy Barnett. Ladies and gentlemen, he couldn't fight. His last 4 times out, Chase Sherman, Muhammad Usman, Waldo Cortez Acosta, and Junior Tafa. Cancellations. The man's last fight was 2022, over 2 years ago. So many cancellations. Now he steps in on short notice, taking on the light heavyweight in the heavyweight division. I don't know why they're doing that. Maybe Kennedy's moving up for good, but I don't know. We also had Renat Fakhretdinov, Nursultan Uziboyev get canceled. Now we got Carlos Leal, who I was a big fan of in the PFL. He's coming in on short notice. And of course, Cyril Gane, Alexander Volkov got canceled. That is now at UFC 310. We have undefeated guys all across this card. We got Farid Basharat on the early prelims. There we got Rafael Cerqueira on the prelims as well. On the main card, a lot of undefeated guys here. 14-0 Shara Magomedov, 14-0-1 Lerone Murphy, almost undefeated if it weren't for Paul Craig. I don't know how he gets it done, but we got Magomed Ankalaev there, undefeated Shamaev, and undefeated champ Ilia Topuria. It's a great card. We got former champs on the prelims, a lot of good prospects, a lot of good guys that are future top 15 contenders. Let's get into the full card predictions. We're going to go really fast here and just kind of name who we're going to win. A little bit of a reason why. And let's get into it. Renat Fakhretdinov, Carlos Leal. I'm going to go Renat to get the finish here. Carlos is not a guy that goes out there and gets finished, ladies and gentlemen. He's been submitted one time, very long time ago, actually. If we go way back here to 2014, so that was 10.5 years ago. Yeah, that was the last time this man has been finished. He's only lost twice in the last 10 years to the same man, Sadabusi, in the playoffs of the PFL Championship. Other than that, bro doesn't lose. But I think Renat's going to submit him in round 2, in round number 3. I could be wrong. I could be right. We shall see. I got Renat by finish. Ismail Nordiev getting another shot in the UFC. For no reason. What did this man do to deserve a shot? Losing to Marcin Bandel by round 1 armbar, getting knocked out by Vadim Kutsi, who just lost on Dana White's Contender Series to Daniel Frunza. Why is he getting a shot in the UFC for no reason? A win over Tahar Hadbi? Really? Do we want to look at this man's record? He's 37 years old and was on a 2-fight losing streak going into that, and got 1 win since against Kevin Ruart, 10-6. What are they doing bringing this man in to the UFC? Why is he the favorite over Bruno Silva, who, yeah, I know, losing a lot of fights recently. Look at the names. Champ, Chris Weidman. Undefeated, Shara Magomedov. And Brendan Allen, a top 10 UFC middleweight. He knocked out Brad Tavares. I know he had a weird one with Gerald Meerschaert, but he had all these knockout wins, KOs galore before he joined the UFC. 20 knockouts on his record. Ismail Nordiev, I don't believe he's going to be able to get this to the ground and out-grapple and submit Bruno Silva here. I think in this fight, Ismail Nordiev is going to get knocked out cold. Round 1, round 2. Again, I don't know why they're giving him this shot, and I don't know why Bruno's the underdog. I don't understand. Farid Basharat, Victor Hugo. I am going 30-26 for Farid Basharat. Victor Hugo missed weight significantly going into this fight. What are they doing? Victor Hugo showed no professionalism. None. Farid weighed in at 137 right after he figured out that it's now a featherweight fight because Victor can't make bantamweight by that much, and he weighed in at like 144, where Farid weighed in at 137. That's one of the biggest weight discrepancies in a featherweight fight I have ever seen. Farid, you better win. Victor Hugo, I talked to you in the DMs. I don't like you anymore. Victor Hugo, this is for you. All right, Farid Basharat, I hope you win this fight. Think you're going to win this fight. 30-26, ground and pound galore, takedown, 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 Marag Davalishvili style, but with more excitement, more ground and pound, more finishing potential. I don't think there will be a finish, but more finishing potential with that ground and pound because he's going to be angry about this despicable weight miss from Victor Hugo. Farid Basharat, I got him winning. Chris Barnett, I love you, man. I'm a big fan. I'm a massive fan. Not as big of a 265 pounds. Not that type of big fan. I'm just a fan. Normal sized. But I am a big fan. Not in the size department like you are. But I digress. I got Kennedy Nzechukwu winning. I'm a big fan of Chris Barnett. I've watched his last fight against Jake Collier live. That was one of the most recent cards I've actually attended live. And I like a lot of the stuff that Chris Barnett does. 5'9", doing all the spinning stuff. Very, very exciting. I love his personality. It's going to get knocked out. Kennedy Nzechukwu, round 1, round 2 knockout. I can be a fan of someone, but also pick against them. I've done it before. I'll do it again. I don't like to be biased with these predictions. Feel very good about Kennedy going out there, getting the knockout. I looked at the betting odds, though. That's crazy. Minus 800 for Kennedy? Nah, that's stupid. But I do have him winning round 1, round 2 knockout. Abus Magomedov, Bruno Ferreira. I'm going underdog here. Bruno Ferreira. So far, I got the dog in Bruno Silva, and I got the other Bruno as well as a dog in the middleweight division. I'm going to go Bruno Ferreira, round 2 knockout. I think round 1, Abus is going to win. Round 2, Abus is going to get comfortable on the feet. Bruno's going to mix in a takedown. He's going to get up from the takedown. Abus is going to get a little bit tired, and Bruno is going to, boom, catch him with a big right hand. Knock out Bruno Ferreira, round number 2. Another underdog pick. Mikdebek Orolbai had a bad weight cut. He missed weight. Had to move it up to a catch weight of 160. Rebecki, professional as always, making weight. Coming off his first loss in the UFC. And first loss in a while to Diego Ferreira, who's an absolute monster. But I do have Rebecki going out there and having the better striking. Winning with a little bit of wrestling maybe. Keeping it on the feet for the most part, though. Winning round 1. Winning round 2. Getting an Orolbai late comeback to win round 3. I got Rebecki 29-28. Decision. It's a close one there. Should be the lightweight division, but Orolbai didn't do his job. Next one, Rafael Dos Anjos, Jeff Neal in the welterweight division. I'm going to go Rafael Dos Anjos, but I'm joking. Jeff Neal by unanimous decision. I don't think Dos Anjos is going to get knocked out. I think the last time he was the Rafael Faziev fight. That was 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. I think Faziev's, he's not as powerful as Jeff Neal, so you could be thinking, oh, if Jeff Neal's more powerful, he should probably get the knockout. But Faziev, I believe, I don't know. That's a tough one because that my logic there is just not good. I swear, like my logic in what I'm saying is horrible. I just said Jeff Neal is the more powerful guy, but I don't think he's going to get the knockout when Faziev was able to get the knockout. I have a weird feeling. I can't give you any logic to why I'm feeling that, but I think Jeff Neal and Rafael Dos Anjos, or Rafael Dos Anjos, I think this one goes to a decision, and I got Jeff Neal unanimous decision. Rafael Cerqueira, I think that's how you say the name. Gonna be honest, I suck with Brazilian last names, to be honest. Ibo Aslan. Again, these Turkish, Brazilian, Russian names. Gosh, this card is not good for me. An American who speaks English. But sorry, so I digress about that. I am going to go with Rafael Cerqueira. I think that might be how you say it. To win this one by decision. I think this is going to be a fight of the night contender on the prelims. It's not going to be the best fight of the entire card because the main card is stacked. Lerone Murphy, Dan Ige, amazing. Shara, Arman, amazing. Ankalaev Rakic, that one goes all the way. Amazing. Holloway, Topuria, Robert Whittaker, Chimaev. All 5 of those are fight of the night contenders. But Ibo and Rafael, I believe if it goes to a decision out of all the prelim fights, then this could be the best fight on the prelims. And it is the last fight on the prelims, so it could end in a bang and an amazing, amazing fight. I'm going to go Rafael by a decision here in a back and forth striking affair. Shara versus Arman. I am going to go for Shara to win this fight very, very slightly in a robbery. I think Arman should win. should win. But I think the judges are going to give some pity there to Shaur Magomedov. They're going to feel the pressure from the fans, from Dana White, who want to secure Shaur Magomedov as the new star of the middleweight division, keep on building his name, and they'll give Shaur the win. But I think it's going to be that close, 29-28. I'll think that Arman Petrosyan did enough to win, but they'll give it to Shaur Magomedov. That's what I'm thinking here. I think it's going to be a 3-round striking affair. 0 takedowns landed or attempted. Just pure striking. I got Shaur Magomedov by a split decision. Dan Ige, Lerone Murphy. I am going to go Lerone Murphy by decision. Who's going to finish Dan Ige? You think I'm going to pick Lerone by knockout? Submission? No. Lerone wasn't able to finish Edson Barboza, who's shown a little bit of a crack in his chin. Lerone's not knocking out Dan Ige. He's not going out there and finishing Dan Ige by submission. This one's going all the way. I got him staying undefeated, but barely, 29-28. Maybe a split. Very close fight, though. Ankalaev and Rakic really want to pull the trigger on that dog pick. I really do want to go out and predict Rakic. I think the odds are despicable. I have Ankalaev at -130, Rakic at +110. I think this is a pick'em fight in the light heavyweight division. I think out of everyone, Rakic has very good takedown defense. I think out of everyone in this light heavyweight division, Rakic and Jan Blachowicz are Magomed Ankalaev's toughest matchups, and I think this one could literally go either way. It's 3 rounds. I think it's going to be a 29-28. Again, just like the Ige-Lerone Murphy fight, I think Rakic is going to have his moments on the feet, maybe knock down Ankalaev or catch him, but for the most part, I think Ankalaev will mix in a takedown or 2 throughout the fight. That'll barely swayed on the judges' scorecards, and I got Ankalaev by a decision there. Could there be a finish? I would say the higher finishing potential would be Ankalaev with the ground game, and the fact that Rakic's bones might not stay intact. I mean, his ankle in the Jan Blachowicz fight, I believe maybe his foot, and the fact that he gassed out a lot in the Yuri Prochazka fight. I know he was on antibiotics for staph infection, but he seems to have those type of issues pretty often in his fight games and in this fight. So if there is a finish, I say Ankalaev, but I do have it going all the way. Robert Whittaker, Khamzat Chimaev. I'm going to go Robert Whittaker. I'm going to go the exact prediction of Israel Adesanya in a round 4 TKO. I think Chimaev wins round 1. I think he barely wins round 2 in a closer one. Robert wins round 3 very slightly. Round 4 comes and the tide is starting to change a little bit. Robert clearly winning round number 4. People are going to be like, oh my God, if this goes to round 5, it's going to come down to round 5. And I just think Whittaker's going to land a good combination. Head kick Chimaev. Chimaev's going to shoot a takedown. Robert's going to defend. He's going to get back up to the feet. Chimaev's going to eat another one, get knocked down. A little bit of ground and pound from Whittaker, and I got a finish. TKO 4 minutes in to round number 4. I think this is going to be it's so hard not to pick Ilya and Max. I don't know. I can't decide which one's going to be fight of the night, but I'm going to go Robert Whittaker to win round 4 TKO. God, I really want to pick Robert as Chimaev and Chimaev as fight of the night, but I really do see it as Ilya and Max, to be honest. But let's go main event, Ilya versus Max. I'm going to go Max Holloway to win. I think he's going to lose round number 2. I think he's going to lose round number 4. And I think every other round Max is going to win. I got Max winning round 1. Ilya's going to come in. Max is just going to keep countering him. Ilya's going to be finding his range. He's going to kind of sacrifice a little bit by losing round 1. He's going to find his range in round 2, win that one. Holloway's going to come back, hit Ilya with a big shot and win that round. Ilya is going to come back to the shots that he was finding in round 2, win round number 4. He's going to come down to round number 5. And Max Holloway and Ilya are going to go to war, basically, in round number 5. It's my prediction, and I think Max Holloway is going to crack Ilya a few times. They're going to do that point down shit. It's going to be amazing. I can't freaking wait for this fight. Max Holloway, 48-47, unanimous decision in Abu Dhabi. Featherweight main event on the line. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. That's the full card prediction. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one, if there is a next one, because we don't post very often on this channel, but maybe we will start to, if this gets some good likes and comments and things like that. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.